Okay, so some of y'all requested this. Some of y'all. I don't remember how many of y'all. I'm too tired to keep looking through the comments. Even with the filters. Even with the I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. Okay, I shall remain awake. For a while at least. Okay, so a bunch of y'all asked for this. And you shall receive it because you asked nicely. And for those of y'all that asked nicely, of course I'll acquiesce. So that being said, excuse me. Grab your alcoholism in a nice deep hug, around her waist, to let her know that you have her. Nice deep hug where they're like, "Oh, you're so warm and you smell good." That kind of hug. Um, from the alcoholism side of things, you just stand there and give a hug. Okay, that's that's what your purpose is. Anyway, uh, yeah. So apparently this one is gonna make me choke up and cry or something. So we shall see. We shall see. So, for those of y'all who are waiting on me to stop rambling, it's Five Finger Death Punch. Five Finger Death Punch, Gone Away. This is a relatively new one. I'm going to like it. Of course I will. All right, so y'all ready? I think I'm ready. All right, let's Oscar Mike.
That is confirmed. 3 KIA.
Maybe in another life I could find you there, pulled away before your time. I can't deal, it's so unfair, and it feels like heaven so far away, and it feels, yeah, it feels like the world has grown cold now that you've gone away. Leaving flowers on your grave show that I still care. Black roses and Hail Marys, I can't bring back what's taken from me. I reach to the sky and call out your name. Oh, please let me trade. I would. And it feels like heaven's so far away. And it stings, yeah, it stings now. The world is so cold now that you've gone away. Gone away, gone away. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay, so let me pull myself back a little bit. Y'all weren't lying. Y'all weren't lying. It kind of opens up the door, but it doesn't get me all the way in the door. Mostly because part of me is just like a lot of this is kind of screwy. But I get it. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Let me just dispel, fug, suspend my disbelief when it comes to like the music video itself. It's hard for me to like accept something like this. There's pretty much zero, and I mean zero, scenarios I could think of where this would be a freaking thing. Okay, and somebody might try to argue, oh, he's ground guiding. Ground guiding what? He's ground guiding nothing. And this guy back here is just hanging out near the vehicle while the vehicles are moving. We wouldn't be doing this. Everybody would be inside the vehicles. Now I get it if you're going to get out and do like a 5, like a 0, 5, 15, 25, 50, 100 meter checks, to see if you stopped on an IED or some shit because you got to dismount, get out, and go do business and go find some work. But I apologize, y'all. Like the trainer, the leader, good old fashioned Sarge in my head, he just doesn't quit. He doesn't quit. He doesn't stop. He never rests. And even though he's supposed to be retired, he doesn't act like it. But yeah, like stuff like that. Or like at the recruiting center. It is very incredibly rare that you'll go to the recruiting center with some people, go to basic with some people, and then all end up in the same unit. It's incredibly rare. In fact, that's something that's so rare that there's no possible way to count on that happening. Yeah, it's really rare. There's no way all these guys would be together in the same unit unless they all work towards getting to the same unit, and they did it on purpose. Because your first duty station, your second duty station, you might not be able to get either one of those of your choice. The Army will choose for you. And then when it comes to the notification of the families, it's kind of accurate-ish. Kind of. But the beginning part, that's what started sucking me in. Because this guy's doing a damn good job of just... And I talk about this in some of the videos I do that are military, right? Where it's like everyone's reaction. There's a few main types of reactions people have to stuff like this. Okay, when you lose somebody, when they're killed, you lose them in a training accident, or it's friendly fire, which happens, or it's the enemy, whoever that may be, wherever you are. It could be that you were hit by an IED, and you're the only survivor. Which I don't know. Describe myself as survivor it just doesn't feel right. I don't know. I just lucked out. It wasn't skill or training or nothing. When it came to that shit, I just got lucky. When people ask me, they're like, hey, how'd you survive that shit? And I'm like, if I knew, I'd tell everyone I could. But I don't. But yeah, I get... He's doing like what I call the number 2. Which... I've been there, done that. And he's doing a pretty damn good job of it. A really damn good job. Getting... he's probably doing like method acting. Because that's how he's getting this across. And that's the part where he was like sucking me in, kind of. But then the Sarge part of my brain takes over, and he's like, this vehicle is basically in one piece. Yeah, for hitting an IED, that's pretty. But of course, then I have to remind him, look, dude, it's a freaking video. Don't get all hemmed up, hyped up about it, okay? Um, but yeah, he's doing what I call the number two, where his head just shit itself from what happened. And I talk about this sometimes, where I'm like, look, people have different reactions to facing their own mortality, realizing that you are mortal and you can die. And you have had to experience it by watching it happen to others. I think Joe Rogan said it best. Them is me. I am them. I am them. Them is me. That could be me. And that's that number two, what I call oh shit moment in your head. Where you realize, of course, like the uppermost part of the thought is like, oh my God, like, are they alive? Are they dead? And then once you get the confirmation they're dead, or you just confirm it yourself, it's like, fuck. This just happened? Part of that is a response to facing mortality. And a lot of people have a hard time with that. And it's understandable. He's doing a damn good job of it. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop rambling. But yeah, he does a damn good job. Good job, dude. Good job. Salute to you. Salute to you, dude. Anyway, let's get back to suspending our disbelief, and I'll get back to the part of the video we were at. But yeah, he's doing a pretty good job of it. Salute to him. Yeah, nope. We wouldn't be doing that. We wouldn't be doing that. I'm not talking about the reaction and everything. I'm talking about like it. I mean, maybe they're trying to portray like 5, 15, 25, all that kind of stuff. But usually, if we need to clear a route, we'd have like some kind of route clearance asset with us, or we'd have the capacity to do it ourselves. In some way, shape, or form. And we got really good at spotting them after a while. After quite a few people had already died, though. Oh, wait, no, I lied. I remember. Never mind. No, my brain's all jumbled. I've only done something similar to this once. We had like when we first got like the detection units that were man portable. And some of them were just straight up freaking metal detectors. That's what fucking. That's what we had to use. But yeah, some of them were straight up fucking metal detectors, and that's all. And one of us would walk in front, took like a 2-hour class on how to do it and identify shit and what it meant for whatever ticker readings and stuff. So I've only done that once. I didn't do that a concurrent amount of times. But I wasn't just out in the front, like with my weapon, just trying to look. No, I was out there with the freaking the metal detector slash the L shaped other thing that we had also later on. You know, sweeping out in front of the vehicle because we knew that yeah, we knew that there was gonna be something there because of how many times we hit shit in the past. But I only did that one time. I wasn't just hanging out in front of the vehicles like just with my weapon and that was it. Um, I never did that. So maybe this comes from somebody else really. But the performances, the uniforms, they're pretty freaking good. They're pretty freaking good. I could almost get sucked into this, honestly, because this is very similar to my experience. Very similar to it.
I reach to the sky and call.
He does a pretty good job of emulating that moment. He does a pretty good job of it. As quite a lot of y'all know, um, I am the fortunate non-recipient of Purple Heart. I don't want to be a member of that club. Not now, not ever. I don't want it. I've come too close to it too many times. And there's that moment that he's expressing pretty well where it's like, oh shit, like something happened. Where you're either, it's like a fugue state to the heaviest degree. Like, have you ever had your bell rung like really hard, and then you're like, what happened? Where am I? What happened? Similar to that. That's the closest you'll come to it, as far as I can think of. Um, and this is very similar to the few times that something like this happened to me. Not the same exact way, though. More often than not, I was either in the turret or I was inside the vehicle. And then the other couple times that I kind of but don't remember all the way. You know, something hit me or we hit something. But we were on foot, so like the blast threw me off a mountain, and I survived that shit. Of course, Doc didn't help. He sprinted down and started. He freaked out. He freaked out entirely because he thought I was probably dead. Poor guy. Poor guy. And then the second time it happened on foot was that we dismounted. We were on route. We were on route Pinto in Afghanistan, and we dismounted. I was gonna leave my team and stuff to do traveling Overwatch because we had some mountains and shit, and we were gonna make sure they were clear. And then we made it like maybe a few feet when the vehicle started to move, so they could move up. And then freaking and then they hit it. And I wasn't far away. But I do remember, like, it was almost like waking up, but not. Like I knew something happened. And then once I was able to kind of think, I was like, oh shit, we got hit with something. Um, Freaking dust was everywhere still. I had to find my weapon. Um, and I was already like damn near face first in the wadi. But I had to like, my first instinct was find my weapon because quite usually when there's an IED at that time, it was an ambush. It was a complex ambush more often than not. And yeah, I find my weapon. I'm looking around, yelling for anybody. I'm like, hey, like who's near me? Like who's near me? Um, can't really see too much yet. There's still a lot of dust, and so I start heading back where I think the vehicles are. I think I'm not sure. Um, and then the dust clears up just a little bit, and I see that our second vehicle was the one that hit something. I was only like 100 meters away. It was big. It was freaking big. It ripped the engine compartment clean off the vehicle. It was huge. Left a pretty big freaking crater too. And I was somewhere near like the edges of it, within a few meters. Um, but yeah, not a scratch. Not a fucking scratch, dude. Okay, maybe a few scratches, but that doesn't count for nothing. That doesn't mean shit. Um. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. That's never good. That's never. Anyway, so yeah, he's doing a damn good job of it, of emulating that to a certain degree. Like I said, good on them. Let's finish this out.
So far away.
There we have it, folks. There we have it. And you know what? That is so tempting. But of course, y'all know that, right? I think about it all the time. I'm like, yeah, it may or may not be worth it to go back to do what I used to love to do. It's a balancing act I play. Myself and millions of other veterans. It's a balancing act. But for me, it's a little bit different than the usual. Because I actually enjoyed my job. I liked my job. You know, with all the good, the bad, and the ugly that comes with it. I enjoyed it. Not because, you know, it was like an ego trip kind of thing. No. You know, firefights are fun. Some people are not going to admit that, but they are. And I've said this multiple times. There's nothing like pitting yourself against your fellow man and seeing who comes out alive. There's nothing like that. But there's also the people I served with. And the sense of a greater mission, a greater purpose that comes with it. Whether or not people are grateful, that part of it sticks with me. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. Thank y'all for the recommendation. Yeah, I had no idea about this. No idea. They did a damn good job with this video, though. Like I said, I was trying to suspend the disbelief in my own head, because Sarge, he doesn't go away. He doesn't leave me, ever. Even though he's supposed to be retired. He's not. He's just not in an active capacity. Anyway, yeah. I'm tired, too, so, like, this is probably even worse. Anyway. What did y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments down below. I'm tired, so I'm pretty low energy right now. The video almost got to me, but, you know, certain other parts of it, I'm like, Shows how tired I am. I'm chaotic mess at the moment. Anyway, what did y'all think? Let me know in the comments down below. I think I rambled too much, but oh well. Let's see who even watches this one. I'll end it like I usually do. Be good, be safe, make good life for yourselves. Description box, there's stuff there. There's stuff below the video. That's about it. I will see y'all in the next one. Badger out.